Okay, folks, Ryan here coming to you with a brand new video, a brand new live. And as you know, today is day 307 379 days since I have been um, on my fitness journey, um, working on becoming a more fit person. Some days are um, some days are better than some. You know what I mean? So today's was one of those days when it start out a little shaky, but recover later on and then get back on track. All right. So one more day, here on the grind, folks, putting in the work. And um I am here tonight. Hey Christy, welcome. Thanks for being on. So every day, I get up, I try to do a little bit, if I can't do a whole lot, I try to do a little bit. Right? You bet. Thank you for being on as well. And every day is not going to be sunshine and roses. Some days are going to be a little bit more rougher than some. All right. But I try to show up, every single day. I try to get something done. Hey, hi, life with me. Life with nah. And don't forget, folks, subscribe, like and subscribe. That will help me a lot. Monkey bars. I know. I look, man. I don't know what are you talking about. I have no clue at all. Anyways, hey, folks. Yeah, like and subscribe, folks. Welcome. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate y'all showing up. So every day, folks, I try to do a little bit because I know it's those days when you do a little bit, you know, and it doesn't look like anything at all. But you keep on showing up and do a little bit every single day. Sometimes we bite off a little too much too early. Sometimes we show up and we do a little bit too much too early, and then that will knock us off. So we become discouraged and we don't want to go out there and go put in the work. You know what I mean? So do a little bit every day, folks. Whatever that is. There's gotta be some things you like doing. You know. Um. Yeah. Today was a wonky day for real. You know. So like right now, I wanna get into the whole debating because I realize that that has becoming a thing now. Debating. I wanna get into it. So I read a little bit of this every day. You know what I mean? It's a good book, great book. I highly recommend it. And because I know I'm not, I might not be able to read the way how I want to right now, but I want to get into the debating space. I like the intellectual exchange. and so that way I can get to learn more from the person who I'm talking to, because I always show up to learn. I don't know show I don't really show up all the while to give lectures. You know what I mean? So whatever it is, folks, you want to do, try to do a little bit of it, you know, every single day. Start getting some things done. And I highly recommend you start with fitness. I think that's a great place to start. It's not particularly easy, and that's why so many people quit. Thank y'all for being here, folks. I appreciate y'all being here. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and that will help me out a lot and help out the algorithms as well. All right. So don't forget, folks. Like right now, this is the time, folks, when the common man, I believe, can shine. I truly believe that a common man can do something for himself now, because we are we can get exposure. We can be exposed to other people out there in the world. We have social media, and we have YouTube and other platforms as well, which can help us to get exposure, because that's what we really want sometimes, is to get exposure, so that way we can feel a bit more important, feel like we're offering or adding some type of value to the world. And that's what we want as human beings. You know what I mean? So get out there, folks. Pick up your camera or pick up your phone. How many laps should a boxer do to look like you? I'm a boxer. I have 5 years and I'm 13. Okay. So I don't go by laps. I go by miles. I go by miles. I don't go by laps. So you are 13 years old. I do not know how much you should do at all. I think you should do as little as possible right now. That's what I think. As at age 13, do as little as possible, because I think that's better for you. So that way you don't do too much. I wouldn't recommend to do what I'm doing, because sometimes I do miles upon miles. I do 13 miles. Next week coming up, I'm gonna do a 16-mile run. I wouldn't recommend that for you. You know what I mean? So I would recommend you do as little as possible. That's what I recommend for you, little 13-year-old kid. Don't want to put too much pressure on you, right? At all. Period. Yeah. Try for yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's like, I know right now. This is the time, folks. This is the time when we can actually um, make a name for ourselves wisely. Because some people, they do it stupidly by going out there on the internet and I have 22 and 18. Oh, that's good, man. Great job. Great job. That's nice. I love it. You might have to teach me some boxing one of these days. Um, I would like to learn some of your moves and some of your techniques. So this is a time, folks, when we can actually make a name for ourselves, folks. I don't care what it is. Like, if you like gardening, maybe you like playing the guitar. The only thing is, you're gonna have to show up every single day. That's it. Period. Point blank. You need to show up. Even when nobody is watching your video that you put hours into. You know what I mean? You put a lot of hours into your videos, to make it look pretty and shiny and sexy, and nobody watches it. You have to be okay with that. But this is a time, folks, where the common man can shine. And I believe a lot of you can do it, because there's, like I said, there's three spaces that we can enter right now as common man and compete, because we have to compete. Don't listen to them. Don't let them tell you that you don't have to do anything at all. You're just gonna just wake up one day, magic wand is waved, and then you become whatever you set out to become. No, we're gonna have to compete. That's just how it is. And you might not come in first, but as long as you finish the race, I'm a runner. And that's the lesson I learned from running. You don't have to win, because there are some people who are way ahead of you. Sure, you can track them down and catch up with them, that's fine. But as long as you keep on, continue on and keeping on and finish the race, that's what I learned from running. That's the one of the biggest lessons I learned from running. And I believe that's the same thing with life. Yes, yeah. So as long as you keep on pushing and keep on moving, one foot in front of the other. This, like when I run the race last, like 2 weeks ago, I ran the 13-mile race. It was a 13-mile run. There were some people who finished before me, and I finished before some people. But there were some people who were way in the back, way behind. I left those people in the dust. In the dust. They came in way later. But you know what's impressive about those people? They finished the race. So they can go home and feel good about themselves still. That's the truth. All right? So don't be afraid to stay in the race. You will get to the finish line at some point. It might not look like it's near at all. Might look like it's like, and which is true. It's, I remember when I hit the 12-mile mark, and I'm like, oh God, one more mile to finish. And that last mile kicked the daylight out of me. You know what I mean? But I understood. I have to keep on going. And even when I hit the 13-mile mark, have a nice good day, night. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Looking forward to see you come back again. Mm. For good people only. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Yeah. So, um, so when I was on my last, on my, yeah, I was on my last mile. All right. Bye bye. Good night. Thank you for good people only. Appreciate it. Yeah. And I hit when I got to that last mile. No, when I see the 13-mile mark, and I, was excited. No, there was a little steep hill that goes up, and no, so I have to finish the race by going up a hill, and it was very intense. It was very challenging, but it was very rewarding after I was finished. I stayed in the race. I saw some people, they were way ahead of me because why? They started before me. They, that's the first batch that went up because they didn't want all of us to run at the same time. So you have a first wave who got out. You have a second wave, and then we have to track down as many people as we possibly can and pass them up along the way. Fun, was a lot of fun. I enjoyed myself. So that's the lesson I learned from being a runner. You know what I mean? So don't be discouraged at all. I know you are posting your videos online, nobody is looking at them, or you're not getting the quantity of traffic because you would like to have more people come to your page and check it out, but they are just not showing up in abundance, or very few people are showing up to your page, and you want to give up, you want to quit, you want to stop doing what you are doing. And I'm here to tell you, don't. You need to continue on. Keep on keeping on. Keep on going. At some point, you are going to experience, an increase in people coming towards your page. All right? So, whatever that is, folks, if it's an instrument, start playing it. Start playing it. Yes, of course, Christy, keep it moving. So it is so easy to get discouraged. It's extremely easy. One little move, one little thing that goes sideways, and you just throw your hands up in the air and you're like, okay, that's it. Quit, done, have enough. I'm out. You can see this with people who signed up every new year for the New Year resolution or whatever the heck. Most times it has to do with gym, or they start up a little side hustle, a little business. In the first 2 weeks, they didn't really see a whole lot of success. So they just quit. You know, the first 3 weeks you go into the gym, you didn't see the six pack. You quit. You know, your side hustle didn't start to make money in the first 3 weeks, and you quit. Your social media is not experiencing a huge amount of views, a large amount of views, and you give up and you quit. So that mindset is what keeps us where we are, because we do not understand that other people are in the race too. Some of these people are doing it longer than you. They are more skilled than you. They are better than you. So you are not as fast. You are moving a little bit slower. But the finish line is ahead. And you need to get to the finish line. And that's what we are striving for. We are striving to get to the finish line. And when we get to the finish line, we're going to have to look for another race to go in, to get to another finish line. It's never ending. It's not going to stop anytime soon. You know what I mean? So here we are today, at the bottom, struggling, trying to get to the top. But we don't have the discipline, the commitment, consistency, because those are the things that is that's what's gonna get you to cross the finish line. So you can celebrate for a little bit, because honestly, that celebration wasn't for long. When I got to when I getting the done with the when I got through done with the 13-mile run, the celebration was for long. It was for a couple hours, and then I started to think. I came home, I head to the gym, work out, and I start talking to my friends about the 16-mile run, which is coming up next week. We have to keep on looking for more things to get ourselves into. Keep on going, keep on looking forward. I'm not saying this is easy at all. Today's day, 379 days since I've been running and working out. I've been dedicated, committed. I'm staying consistent. And I would like to be of, I wouldn't want to say motivation, because I think motivation only work for a period of time. But somebody who you can actually look to when you need some inspiration, then you can come to my page and look at it and see that I'm going out there and I'm doing it. It doesn't matter. It's freezing cold, it's snowing, it's raining, it's scorching hot. I do it in all those weathers. I run in every one of those weathers. You know what I mean? Rain or shine. So this is because the thing is, I'm committed, and that's it. I'm going to do it. I don't care. Sometimes there's a little slight injuries, a little pain. It doesn't matter. Sometimes I'm limping when I'm running sometimes, because I might hurt my knee or something like that because I run so much. But it doesn't matter. I still get up and put on my running shoes, go outside, and hit the pavement because I'm going to do it. You know, and this is what I want to instill in some of you guys, because you see, consistency is something that you build over a period of time. But you need to be committed to the thing that you want to accomplish. For you to be consistent, you need to be committed. And be like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a little bit of this every single day. Over a period of time, you will see some result. All right. So, I know it's hard right now for the common man. It's not easy. But like I said, there are areas where we can shine still. We might not get the huge crowd who are marching to our page. We might not get that. But we will get something, or at least we could get exposed to the right people. You understand what I mean? And that's what we want. We want to be exposed to the right people. So, let's go, folks. Let's make the change. The new year is right around the corner. Here is what I suggest. Start before the new year. Don't wait until the new year. I think that's where a lot of people make that huge mistake, by starting a new year when they are all fired up and motivated because the new year is here. Okay? Don't forget, folks, to subscribe, like, and subscribe. I really appreciate that. Okay? So, start before the new year. I would say start doing it now. Because we have what? October, November, December? 3 months. Within 3 months, and we're going to hit the new year in 3 months' time. In the next 90 something days or so. Jump out there and start doing it. Like when I started my fitness journey last year, it was in August, late August. And I jump in and I just keep moving. When the new year comes around, I was well on my way already. I was like 4 months in. So I didn't have to have a new year resolution. You know what I mean? I was already on my journey, moving towards, the goals that I set up to achieve, which was to run for a whole year and work out for a whole year. That was it. And I realized I did it. And then what? I realized I need to continue on. Just keep going, because that's it. There's no stopping. So now I built up that habit, my fitness habit, health, fitness, health, working out, running, Exactly. We're going to keep on going, So, you do yourself a favor. Don't wait until the new year before you get started. Start right now. Do a little bit. Just read 2 pages a night. 2-3 pages and you'll be good. It will show up later on. It will, because that's so over time you will start to stack, your vocabulary will get a little bit better. Your intelligence will grow. Yep. Right. I keep on going. I keep on pushing. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to leave it here for tonight because I got a late start here. So I'm going to jump off because, like I said, I have to go do some reading. So I'm going to jump off, get off of here. And then we will talk very soon. I'm going to start to have some people on here with me in the near future. So I can better entertain you guys. And we can have some debates and go back and forth with each other. Because, we can talk about that stuff too. So we can jump in and, and go there. Because we do learn from each other. You know what I mean? So, Rayan here with a new video. Looking forward to see you soon in a brand new video or a brand new live. And this was a pleasure showing up and talking to you guys. And thank you guys for showing up and subscribe as well. I appreciate y'all, and I will talk to y'all soon. See you soon, Christy. Bye.